Let's take a deep breath.
All right.
Because I'm going to give you a little bit of my history.
Okay.
We've been talking about employment.
Yes.
And I was saying to you from pretty early on, pretty much since I graduated college, I've been on my own, consulting, teaching, ran a used clothing business in England on Portobello Road.
England?
England. Because I went there to study the Alexander technique and needed to support myself there. So I had a used clothing business, a business called Great Eastern Trading Company. That's in Central Square, exists even today.
Sounds like East India Company.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was the feeling that we were going for. Yes.
So how many years since you graduated with your last degree till now have you had a job where you've had to set the alarm in the morning and show up to a place that you're not entirely enthusiastic about?
I don't know if I've ever had to do that. I pretty early on, I graduated in 1968. 1968 was different things were happening. People, I thought, it seemed like it was going to be a new age. And the age of Aquarius, God's spell, and hair.
Now you realize that the fact that you haven't had the 40-hour grind experience makes you the 1%.
The 1%, in many ways the 1%. The 1% for enlightenment. That's really what we need at these end times. That my story about the new age and the baby boomers and the baby bangers, it's all happening. We're headed toward the great population poop.
Anything exciting going to happen before we get to the population poop?
Well, there's all kinds of exciting things happening every day.
What's the next big thing?
The next big thing? Well, I don't know for sure, to tell you the truth. And I'm always trying to tell the truth, even if it's unpalatable truth. But we're going to have another big meltdown, a fiduciary meltdown, that the CSOs, the CDOs, the opt-arms, and the arses, all of them, it can't go on. They're going to crash. The risk amplification is rapture for some, but very few. 1% maybe. But the rest of us, 99%, we take in a deep breath. Because you got to feel the sadness, the grief, the mourning that goes along with not having a calling, not being employed in the way you'd like to be employed as you circle around the stupa of this life.
Well, isn't your calling the life you've had, so then you have had a calling, it just is not the calling of the other 99%.
Exactly. Exactly true. Good interviewer. Nice going. Well done.
So how would you advise others to emulate, or would you advise other people that are watching this to emulate what you've been through or forge their own path? Or what is the ideal?
We're doing it. We're doing it today. We're taking a deep breath. It's all about practice. Practices. You walk around the block to start with. And then you do that twice. And pretty soon, you're walking a mile in somebody else's shoes. And that's okay, that's good, that's empathy, that's the parasympathetics of the vagus nerve and the carotid arteries.
And you're doing your carotid arteries a lot of favors by taking the walks to begin with.
Absolutely, and taking a deep breath. Besides, it kind of oxygenates.